Hi, this is Stu of Stu's Roulette blog, and I'm here to walk you through the Dozens and Columns system. Now, this is probably one of my favourite strategies, if it's not my favourite, which it probably is, simply because I've always seen a profit with it. Like, even according to the law of averages, every time you win you must lose, but I usually tend to find that I'm actually winning more than I am losing, which is always a nice thing. That's really what you want from a strategy designed around, well, earning you more money, controlling your betting, all that noise. So, first thing you really need to know is, what are the dozens and columns? So dozens, pretty simple. As you can see, they go down the side. You got the first 12, 1 through to 12. You got your second 12, that's 13 through to 24, and you've got your third 12, 25 through to 36. Those are your dozens, as named appropriately because there's 12 in each. Then you've got your columns, still 12 in each, but instead of going across, they go down. So you've got the first line, the first column. You've got the second line, second column, and you've got the third line, third column. You get the idea. So columns and dozens. Now, one thing that a lot of people do seem to forget is that this only gives you just less than a third chance of winning, simply because of the house edge, the 0, and if you're playing American, which you shouldn't be, but still, double 0, they both aren't in either dozen or column. So that's basically the house edge. That's their way of making sure they have some odds in their favour. So the way you do use this system is, first thing is you have to pick one unit. Now, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to keep it as £1 just so it's easy to remember. But you can make it anything you've like. I've done it before where I've used £5 instead, and it makes a bigger profit naturally, but also makes it a little bit riskier. I'd advise starting as low as possible because this will be the lowest you're betting. And to be honest, this system can get a little bit out of hand at times. You want to keep it low so that when it does get out of hand, you've still got a little bit of control. And then all you need to do is bet on either a dozen or a column. I'm going to do what I always do. I bet on the first dozen and spin. That's all you need to do, just spin. So this is a negative progression system, which means when you lose you're going to bet more, and when you win you're going to bet less. So as you can see, just there it came in the second dozen, first column, which I wasn't betting on. So when you lose, you double your bet. So I was betting £1, now I'm betting £2. Now when you win, there are some systems which say you go down a unit. This one you just go straight back to 1 unit. So as you can see, I've just won. And if I clear my bets, you'll notice I'm on 2003. After starting on 2000, I've made a £3 profit already. So let's try that again, see if we can get a little bit further into it. So as you can see, I won, and now I'm back to my original bet. So rather than lowering it by half or by 1 unit, you instead just go straight back to 1 unit. That makes it so that you can control your wins, you can control your losses. You pretty much have quite a lot of control over everything. So I lost that one, it landed in the third dozen, so I'm going to place £2. And it also means there are some systems where you may have a winning streak for ages and you'll be betting more and more and more, but when you lose, you actually lose everything you got from that winning streak, which really doesn't help. As you can see, I won again, so I'm on 2006. And as much as you don't have as good odds as you do with like the even bets here, so red, black, even, odd, 19 to 36, 1 to 18, high, low, all that noise, you still have a good third of the wheel covered, and it means that rather than just making back what you put down with a little bit extra, you're actually making what you put down plus quite a bit extra. So I got lost again. Let's do £2 and see what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to get a little further than 2 spins this time. Yep, landed in the second dozen again, so I bet £2, now I have to double it, so £4, as you can see right there. And now in theory, as you can see, I'm now on 1999, which is lower than what I started with. But when I do win, which will inevitably happen, lost again, so let's bet up to £8 now. 8 units. Oh, that's one too many, sorry. Let's do that, there we go, £8. Yeah, when I do win, the more I've lost, the more I make up, basically. So 32, that's another loss. Ooh, numbers are going to get big now. So double 8, and that's 16, as you can see there. Spin again. Now, like I said, this can get a bit out of hand, but as long as you've got a decent bankroll and you're on a table with high betting limits, you should be fine. Simply because if you hit your betting limit, then that creates problems. So lost again, so we're betting 32 now. And obviously if you run out of bankroll, then, well, you've run out of bankroll. Things are going to get a bit difficult if you don't have any money to place. But let's see what happens here. Just need to prove a point now. Nope, 15 again, that's twice in a row. So now I'm on to 64. Numbers are getting big. There we go, 64. Spin again. Now, you may notice I'm now 100 out of pocket, but once the win comes along, then that's 31, that's the third dozen. So 128 now. There we go. Once the win does come along, it means all that money does return to me. Now, naturally, this is a bit of a long one. There we go, a win. So, 128, it means I win 384. If I clear my bets, I'm over £100 into profit. Now, like I said, it can be a bit of a risky strategy, but as long as you're committed to the idea of betting large amounts, it will eventually all come back to you. So, like I said, I started with 2,000, I'm now on 2,135. That's a reasonably large profit considering that I'm only betting one unit to start with. Either way, that's the Dozens and Columns system. Hope you have good luck with it. If you want to see more roulette strategy videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit me at roulette.co.uk/guide/strategy. I'll catch you next time.